Hi all and welcome back to a new video. In this video we're going to discuss all the other races on the third day of the Grand National meeting at Aintree's card. Obviously I did the Grand National itself in a completely different video because I went through all the runners. As for this, it's just going to shoot through the other ones because I'm a little bit tight for time. This is the Friday evening. So it's been a good 2 days. I'm going to quickly sum up. The first day was really good actually. Finian's Oscar won very well. Apple Shakir a bit disappointing. Might Bite very impressive. Super Sunday just got ran out of it. Nothing in the Fox Hunters. Well, on the fringe ran well for place in fifth. Then Telemar then won as my edit each way selection at 10s, which is great. And then Getaway Katie May won, which was fantastic. Day 2 was a little tougher. Project Blue Book ran 6th, but just missed out on a place in the first. Second, A Vision Day Flow came second, disappointing. Because there was a bit of a gamble on him, which made me a bit excited, but unfortunately he just missed out. Elegant Escape, a bit one-paced, came third. Min got just touched off in second, which was really disappointing. Good win by Politolog. But then it all turned around. Ultra Gold went in at 14-1 for me, which was a big turnaround, and then Santini made it 2 out of 2 with a win at, I think it was 2-1 in the end, but I tipped up at 5-2. So not bad. And then Danny Kerwin was very disappointing actually in the bumper. But anyway, we move on then to the third day, which I think I'll be at Leopardstown actually because it's Ballysack Stakes Day. But first race is a very difficult 3-mile grade 3 handicap hurdle, of which I'm going to side here with Mr. Big Shot for David Pipe at 8-1. Showed a lot of promise in his run at Cheltenham in the Martin Pipe behind Blow by Blow. Just was run out of things late on, but he probably would have needed that run considering he was off for so long and had previously been unbeaten, and therefore I'm hoping he's going to make really nice progression through the ranks, maybe next season as a novice chaser, but he can make a mark in this race at over 3 miles. As an each way alternative, I think I'm going to give one go here for Fix Le Cap at 20-1, and the reason I say that is because he's got headgear on for the first time, and it's a new trip, and they've always thought just a little bit about this horse. They've always held him in pretty high regard, and for that reason, I'm willing to take a chance on this Nicky Henderson horse, owned by the Munir and Suede combination. Then move on to the Mersey Novice Hurdle, of which I have no idea what On the Blind Side is favourite. Black Op all day for me was a fantastic second to Samcro. Vision Day Flow, as much as he didn't win today, he franked the form, having come 6th in the Ballymore, then came 2nd today in the Grade 1 over 2 miles. So Black Op here, I think, has got very, very good propositions at 2-1. Each way play is Mamela for me at 10-1, a very hardy mare for the Dan Skelton team. She always runs her race and could certainly run into a place. But Black Op to beat On the Blind Side for me. Move on to the McGull Novices Chase. I don't think I'm going to muck around too much with this one. Petit Mouchoir will win. I would think, obviously, I would assume, got by far the best form in the race. And I actually don't think there's even an each way alternative for me in this because there's only 6 runners. And I honestly think Lady Buttons will finish 2nd. So, and she's 5-1. So I don't think there's much to do, so I've just put up Petit Mouchoir there for me. Then a very difficult, this is always a difficult one, the race in between the McGull and the Stairs Hurdle, the 3-mile grade 3 handicap chase. I think what I'm going to go for here is Rocklander at 8-1 for Tom George and Adrian Heskin. Obviously I'm fancying that combination to maybe run a decent race in the National on St. Dar. He seems like he will stay, plus he was staying on 3rd over 2 mile 4 at Cheltenham in the Close Brothers. He ran a very, very good race that day from the front, but he was keeping on, like he wasn't kind of faltering, just got outrun in the end. And I can forgive him for that. I think that was a big step forward. Before that, his jumping had been a little bit fishy, but he seemed to have put it right there at Cheltenham, and if he can resume that progress, he could take a lot of stopping here at 8-1. And each way wise, I'd take a stab on Viconche de Noyer for Colin Tizard and Robbie Parr, who have had a very good entry so far in the first 2 days. Only I think one winner the combination have had, but they've all run very well. and this guy he seems to come alight near the back end of the season. Move on then quickly to the Stayers hurdle, of which I fancy the World's End at 7-1. I thought he ran quite well actually in the Stayers hurdle in a race that wouldn't have suited. And as an each way play, give Little Rockefeller a chance at 16-1. I'm not keen on Holstone at all. Sam Spinner's the issue, but I'm prepared to take him on. Then it's the National, as I said in the previous video, Total Recall as my win bet each way was Carlingford Lock, Pleasant Company and St. R. Move on to the final handicap hurdle, always a trappy little race after the National. High expectations at 7-1. Gordon Elliott. Dunham Myler must have a fantastic strike rate for Gordon Elliott. Always seems to dot in when he's on a Gordon Elliott horse. High expectations here is at 7-1 and surely will go well. As an each way play, I think Stern Reuben for Sean Houlihan and Philip Hobbs. Philip Hobbs has had a poor enough campaign. Stern Reuben was 10th in the county hurdle, but after a little bit of an absence, that wasn't maybe the worst run. And in previous form, you'd have to say he's one of the best of these, actually. And therefore, I don't think he's that badly handicapped. Anyway, I know I've kind of rushed through this, but as I say, I'm a little tight for time. But I hope you guys have enjoyed these Aintree videos. I'll probably be back for Punchestown in a couple of weeks' time for 5 days of action. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel down below. And please give me your national or day 3 selections down in the comments. All is welcome. As always, best of luck.